Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that'll put you in a culture shock when you come to live, work, travel, vacation, missionary work, whatever, in South Korea. So number 1, staring. I know this has been drilled into every YouTube video, but it is true. Staring is the number 1 culture shock. I wouldn't say culture shock, but it's the number 1 thing that people notice if they're not Korean. Especially if you live in a area outside of Seoul or completely away from Seoul. I live in Uijeongbu, which is about 10 miles north of Seoul, so there's not a lot of foreigners. Especially in the area in Uijeongbu where I'm at. In fact, I think I'm the only one. But I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to be stared at. I don't take it as a threat or anything like that, but it's just like, dude, you have a TV, you've seen Western movies, you know Western people when you see them. But actually, it's actually rude to stare in Korean culture. But there's, like I said, there's so few Westerners and foreigners that they just can't help themselves, which I get, it's okay, but I've been here a year, and I still get stared at in my neighborhood. Mostly little kids and old people. People my age have kind of gotten used to it or are okay with it, because I guess they're more, I wouldn't say progressive, but they're just more up with the times. I guess that means progressive. But yeah, staring is definitely number 1. I mean, you share a lot of intimate moments with people when you stare at each other's eyes for a couple minutes. Number 2, smoking and drinking. When I tell you Koreans smoke like chimneys, you better take that to heart. In the West, we have this idea of like Koreans or Asians in general being healthy people. A lot of yoga, a lot of yin and yang, which is Chinese, but there's a lot of Chinese influence in other Asian countries. The food you eat affects your body, and a lot of exercise, a lot of healthy eating, and that is the case to some extent, but Korean work life is so stressful, and drugs, there's no drugs in Korea, no marijuana, no hard street drugs, nothing. So smoking and alcohol are the big releases for of-age people. There's a lot of times after work where I go to downtown and get some dinner because I get off late for work, so I don't want to cook at home. You'll see a group of ajashis, old men, of maybe 50s, 60s, stumbling drunk, and it's on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, any night of the week. People will be stumbling drunk. Girls as young as they're legal to drink, which I think is 18 or 19 here in Korea, stumbling drunk because they go to norebangs, karaoke rooms, or they just go out to dinner with their friends or family. And you're allowed to drink on the streets in Korea, which is something I'm not used to being from America, where it's, I guess, a law to drink in public. So it's kind of weird seeing people just popping open beer cans at 10 o'clock in the morning by the GS25 corner store. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? I've been here a year, I still haven't been used to it. I guess it's something that eventually I'll get used to. But yeah, smoking and drinking is number 2 on the most culture shocked thing that I've witnessed so far. Number 3. Personal space. Korea, especially South Korea, is a small country. So, and it has 50 million people. So, when you have a small country and a lot of people, there's not a lot of space. Everything goes up. Buildings, apartments, garages actually go down. Some go up. But yeah, personal space, if you like to have a bubble around you when you go out in public, I don't suggest you come to Korea simply for that personal space if you have anxiety or anything like that. Yeah, personal space is definitely, especially on the subways at high travel hours during the day, that's definitely one thing that I would try to avoid. If you can't, that's okay. Use a bus or a taxi. But even sometimes buses do get pretty packed because it's more of a direct travel route instead of the subways, which is general location. So yeah, number 3 is personal space. Number 4, I kind of have 2 for number 4. It's driving. In Korea, there are no traffic cameras. So every car has a mount behind the front mirror, a camera behind the front mirror. So I guess if there's an accident or if there's anything that happens, they can take the memory card or anything from that box and just watch it. So when there's things like that, there's a lot of reckless driving, especially with the delivery men. If you live in Korea long enough and you eventually get a food delivery app, you'll notice little moped men, delivery guys, and there's like a free-for-all. They're weaving, bobbing out of traffic and cutting corners and going onto the sidewalks, and yeah, it's driving. I would not recommend you drive in Korea. If you have to ride with somebody, I would make it someone you trust or someone you really know. And the other part is littering. It's kind of a double negative in Korea. They really, really want you to recycle. But when you're on the street, you see a lot of people just throw their trash down. A lot of cigarette butts, a lot of coffee cups, a lot of just wrappers and paper things. That was kind of another thing that really shocked me, because especially Korea, one of the Asian countries that's more advanced and more modern, more industrialized, you see a lot of people that just throw their stuff on the ground and don't even look to see if anyone's watching. Yeah, so number 4 is 2-parter, driving and littering. Those are the things that would shock you. So coming to the last one. The last one is, it depends on how you view it in your own country. Number 5 is tipping culture. In Korea, you do not have to tip. And if you feel the need to, even then I would not suggest it, simply because they view it as you thinking you're better than them. Like, oh, I'm giving you this money, just do with it what you will. But that's not the case. Korean culture in the restaurant business is they have their minimum monthly wage and that's what they get paid. There's no tipping, there's no anything. So number 5 would be tipping. So yeah, that's it. I guess, yeah. If I think of more, I will make another video. Of course there's more. There's always more. But yeah, if you found this very helpful in your Korean information research, just please hit a like button, subscribe, whatever, share, whatever. And if you don't mind following on social media, Twitter is SC_Blake Spears, SPEARS, and Instagram is Blake Spears_. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to put a video out at least once a week. Right now I'm not having a structure, 1 video a week or 2 a week or whatever, but I will try to do as much as I can as a teacher, and I have a busy personal life. So whenever I have free time, I will do these videos for you guys so you can catch up on what you need to do and how Korean culture life is for people who are not Korean. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever you need to do. God bless.